and Happy New Year everyone. So today you join me again for another race room video. So this time we're doing some ranked races and I'm in the 2025 DTM series at the Red Bull Ring. Now this is a new livery pack, it's just come out in the past couple of months I think it is. And as is always the case with race room, the quality of these is absolutely brilliant. So hopefully the audio sounds pretty good. I'm trying a slightly different setup today, so hopefully things are mixed and balanced nicely and everything sounds good. So we didn't set a qualifying time for this race. The races that I did previously, I was driving the Mercedes and I decided to jump over to the Ferrari. And I decided to not set a qualifying time this time and just start from the back. Now we're in split one, so the plan is to just see how much progress we can make and see how far up the field we can get. So even though this is only a 15-minute race, I'm not really in a rush to make up positions. I'm happy to go backwards a little bit if needed and just make sure that I survive. Now, I said this in the last video, but I'm a really big fan of the format of these daily races. They're just 15 minutes, so they're super short, and you can quite easily bounce from one to the next for as much time as you've got available, and there's always some really good racing. Unfortunately, with the new DTM series, because it's a new livery pack, and I don't think that many people own it just yet, the sign-up numbers were quite low for this race, so there was only 2 splits for this race, and there was only 14 people in split 1. I had done a race previously and it was only 1 split, and that had 23 people in it, so not huge numbers, but the racing is really good, so hopefully it does pick up in popularity because I do think it's a really good sim. And I think if more people pick it up, add it to the library and sign up to these races, it has a really big chance of being a strong contender in 2026. I think in order to make that happen though, something that they really need to get on top of is the server situation. The race that I was in prior to this one, the server was absolutely atrocious. I mean, to the point where everyone around me was just like blinking in and out, almost in like an iRacing fashion, but it wasn't on a per car basis, it was literally the entire field. So I'm not sure if it was my ping that was the problem or my connection, but definitely needs to be improved because it was really quite sketchy. And the thing is as well, this isn't just a new problem. Since the update came out for the ranked system, I've noticed this in just about every race I've tried. The differences in server quality are so varied. Sometimes they're absolutely flawless. Other times you might not make it to the end of a race. It's just the luck of the draw. For me, that's the biggest letdown. You can go to just about any other sim, iRacing, LMU, ACC, and every single time the servers are going to be brilliant. If they're up and running well. Honestly though, the more I play Race Room, the more I actually become frustrated with the fact that it's not more popular than it is, because even though there are other things out there that people say, you know, they do certain things better, I don't really know exactly what that means when it comes to Race Room. The driving is really good. Sure, it's not as dynamic as some others, but it's really good. There's the variety of the content. In my opinion, the pricing is really good, and the online schedule is brilliant. So I know that there's the things that we spoke about in the last video, such as the UI and the force feedback, but other than that, I can't really see what its big drawback actually is. Personally, I've chosen not to renew my iRacing subscription because for what I wanted to race in iRacing, Race Room offers just the same content. In the grand scheme of things, it costs a fraction of the price of what iRacing costs. I mean, every season you have to buy more and more tracks to race if you want to race GT3s. If you don't already own them all, every week another one seems to be the meta car, so if you want to be really competitive, then you kind of need to own all of them as well. And even though the idea of paying a monthly subscription for a service is meant to deter the people who are complete and utter idiots, it doesn't really work. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not expecting to see a mass exodus of people from iRacing anytime soon. I think that would be an incredibly difficult behaviour to change, but I definitely think there's enough people who are probably paying for iRacing when, if all they want to do is, for instance, race GT3s, they could come and do it in Race Room, and I guarantee that they would have just as much fun as what they're already having now. But time will tell. Let's see what KW Studios have got up their sleeve for 2026. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a roadmap that's publicly available, so every update will just be a surprise. It'll be really great to see the continued additions to the lighting system, so true day to night cycles will be fantastic. And I get that it's not the most critical thing to have in a game, but it at least brings it on par with the other sim options that are out there. Genuinely, I really am looking forward to seeing just what KW Studios brings us in 2026 for Race Room. There's a huge amount of potential for this game. I really hope that more streamers and more YouTubers start picking this up and playing it more frequently, because I think that's kind of what it needs. I mean, personally, I've been having an absolute blast with it. This race in particular was a really good example. We've already gone from P12 up to P7 now, and at this point, I'm actually thinking there's a very real possibility that we might get a top 5, if not even sneak onto the podium. I mean, we're only just over 5 seconds off the lead car, so it's definitely on the cards. Like I said though, this is split 1, so there is some very fast people in this lobby. As is always the case with online racing though, no matter how good things are going, and just when you think things are going really well, they can turn around very, very quickly. As we start braking at our usual spot for turn 4, guy behind us, he either misjudges his braking or he intentionally takes us out. At the time, I thought it felt pretty intentional, but watching it back now, I'm not so sure that it was. But unfortunately with that, all of the progress that we'd made has been undone for us in one corner, so now we've got to do it all over again. And this is where the drawback of short races comes in. We've only got 9 minutes in which to find all those places. It's frustrating, but unfortunately it happens, and it happens everywhere you go. This is not something that's unique to race rooms, it's just a part of sim racing. And driving standards is it's a whole video all on its own. I'm not going to waffle on to you for another 9 minutes, I'm just going to leave you the rest of this race. But again, I just want to say a really, really big thank you to everyone who's subscribed, liked, commented, and just generally engaged with the videos. In quite a short space of time, I've gone from a really low subscriber count up to, at the time of recording this, 159. So thank you very much to all of you. If you're not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing, as it would really, really help me out. And let me know in the comments as well what you think Raceroom need to do to attract more players and to build the online racing. But for now, enjoy the rest of the race, and I will catch you in the next one.